Hello guys, welcome back to my official YouTube channel. I'll be sharing with you another throwback game. It's the 1986 3rd GUAM Friendship Invitational Tournament. It's a championship game between the Philippines and Korea. So I hope you will enjoy the game.
Caidic, 3 points!
Here's the tip. Philippines has the ball. It's number 8, Caidic. At the backcourt. Passes to his right. Early rejection there by the Koreans. Korean has the ball. That's number 5, Kim Yoon-sok. Rejecting and getting the ball. Very early moments of this championship game. Korea on the offensive. A very early foul. The foul being called against Korea. An offensive foul charge to Lim Dao-shik. It's very early on, Mac, but already you can feel the intensity.
Oh yes. Both teams are well disciplined. They play physical, and that's what international rules is all about. But like I said, I think the total strength of the Philippines is going to take over as the game gets further and further into the game.
There's Philippines, number 8, Caidic. Popping in one from the left side of the baseline. Score is 2-0, 19-14 in the game. Philippines has that lead. Here comes Korea, number 4, Lim Dao-shik. Back to Kim. Dun underneath the basket. Won't go in. The Philippines gets that heavy battle for rebound. Here comes the Philippines putting up. Won't go. And number 7, Lee Min-young draws the foul from the Philippines. That's it. You can hear it. They are out for this ball game tonight, the Philippines versus Korea. And at the free throw line for the Philippines, Pumaren. No shot. They will take it inbounds instead. Pumaren with the ball. Pumaren driving, put up a shot. It's in. Nice shot by Dindo Pumaren. Philippines 5-man guard. Quick steal by number 8. Suddenly the Philippines is up 6-0. Here comes Korea. Korea will take a 3-point shot, and it's good. Lim Dao-shik slamming in 3 points. 6-3, 18-11 in this game. Championship ball. Allan Caidic. Allan Caidic with that nice 3-point shot. 9-3 Philippines. Here's Korea. Baseline opportunity by Kim Young. Too good to pass up. 9-5. Pumaren back to Lastimosa. Lastimosa passes to the guard. Pumaren down low. A frantic fight for the rebound, but I believe Korea, the Philippines, has possession of the ball. Philippines, a perfect 3-0. Here's Pumaren underneath. Takes off his Korea defender and draws a foul.
He's an excellent guard. He can handle the ball, good speed, can pass well. And I think he'll make a big difference. He'll be a big difference in the ball game for the Philippines.
You know, Dindo was a surprise choice in the national team that played in the Asian Games. There are a lot of big guards in the Philippines, including his elder brother Franz, who was backup point guard for the national team that regained the Asian Basketball Championship last January. Coach Lipa believes that Dindo is faster, is quicker, and he is more versatile than the rest.
Philippines speedy guard puts in one of 2 free throw attempts. Makes it a perfect 2-for-2 as the Philippines takes an 11-5 lead, 17-28. We're at the UOG Fieldhouse, Korea versus the Philippines. Here comes Korea. Shot, top of the key.
That's what Korea going to have to do throughout the game and shoot the 3-pointers and make them. If they don't, they're going to be in big trouble.
So it looks like we have a terrific ball game. Here's Philippines big center, number 14, Codinera. Makes a nice 5-footer. Philippines gets a turnover. Pumaren. So far, Philippines has managed to grab a couple of steals and turnovers and turn them into fast break layups and crucial points in the early going. Heavy pressure by the Philippines.
They're employing the trapping zone.
Allan Caidic, the Filipinos' top scorer, makes it 17-8. E1Q, 17-10, Korea, 16-20.
The speed and quickness of the Philippines is just fantastic.
We're going to see that kind of speed all night long as Philippines takes a pass. Lastimosa rebounding and putting in an easy shot from the left side, 19-10. Korea, Lim Dao Shik passes back to his backcourt partner, Lee Wan. A foul will be called on the Philippines. Lastimosa, that's Jojo Lastimosa. He's 6 foot forward for this powerful Filipino squad. Three-point shot won't go in. So a couple of shots have been rejected. Big layup basket by the Philippines. Number 10, Pumaren. Not only putting in that layup, but drawing a foul as well. Pumaren's 4th field goal of the night. He's got 8 points. And he'll go to the line to try to make it 9. You can hear it. You can hear this crowd at the UOG Fieldhouse. This place is packed. Pumaren makes it 22-10, 15-35. Korea has the ball. That's Kang. Lastimosa, tight defense. He'll draw a foul. That'll be his 2nd personal. Neither side can afford to get into that foul trouble in this critical game.
Both of them shoot free throws excellent. When we played them, each team, the game was won at the free throw line. The Philippines shot 40 out of 49.
That one had nothing but air.
They'll give number 5 of Korea the open shots from outside.
See, Korea has to get Lim into the game. He's the big 3-point man.
Traveling. 22-10. Both teams seem still unsettled. And a very fast-paced ball game. Pumaren to number 6. Jojo Lastimosa gets a great basket with an assist from Pumaren. 24-10, 14-47. Here's Korea. So the Philippines building up a 14-point lead as the referee signals a foul. Lastimosa has 4 points, Caidic 7, Pumaren so far 11 points. So Korea will take the ball inbounds. That's number 10, Kang.
Good shot by Lim. He has to do more than that to keep the Koreans in the ball game.
So Lim makes it 24-13. for a 13 ball game. 14 minutes, a little more than 14 minutes left in the game, first half. Nice basket underneath, makes it 26-13. Crowd of several thousand here at Mangila's Fieldhouse. KGTF Sports Special Championship game between the Philippines and Korea. Friendship basketball. Here comes Korea underneath.
That's where Korea gets you at. They're very patient and very disciplined. No matter how far they're down, they're still running their patterns, good passes, you know, moving without the ball. Get you up in the air and pass it off to the weak man like they just did in that time.
The round jumper by the big center from the Philippines. Codinera standing at 6'5". For a big guy, he moves pretty well. Lee makes it 28-17, 13 and a half. There will be a foul against Lim of Korea. Timeout is called, 13-20 in the first half.
Joe coached the national team in the Asian Games. And Han Park coached the Korean national team in the Asian Games too.
So these
the
two
Philippines lost to Korea by 1 point at the Asian Games.
So this game means a lot to the Filipinos. Two coaches, no strangers at all. And big battles between the Philippines and Korea, no stranger at all on Guam's basketball courts. Korea shot from the outside won't go.
See how the Korean team is so patient. They get a rebound and they throw it back out. They're constantly looking for those three-point players, just like Lim just hit just then.
Lim, three-pointer really helps it.
He's an excellent shooter, excellent shooter.
The pace now a lot more controlled. Outside shot won't go in for the Philippines. Ooh. Korea gets a crucial rebound. Expect a very physical ball game tonight. Basket won't go in by Lee. Korea gives it up. Number 10, Pumaren. Fast break won't go in. A fight for the rebound. Philippines has it. Caidic. Caidic with the drive, draws a foul. Kim, that's Kim, number 5.
There's one thing about the Philippines, they get off very quickly, and then they'll slow down just like when we played, and they jumped off to about a 14-point lead. And after about 7 or 8 minutes, we came back into the ball game and wound up leading 7 points at halftime.
That's the first foul against Kim. Caidic will go to the line. Terrific ball player, this Allan. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Has not shot lower than 31 points all tournament long.
Allan had a very excellent performance in the Asian Games. He figured prominently in practically all departments, especially in shooting, assists, and steals.
An all-around player. Capacio going in for Lastimosa as Caidic sinks that bucket to make it 30-19. Here's Korea coming down quickly. Lim Dauk tries, passes off to Kim. Kim, 6-foot jump shot, goes in.
As you can see,
11-point lead.
You see the Koreans are patient. They keep working the ball. They keep coming at you, playing good D. And like I said, the Filipino team's pace has slowed down a little bit.
A turnover there will give Korea the ball. 11:38, timeout called. 30-21. Substitution coming in for Korea, number 7, Lee Min-hyung, as Korea takes the ball down court. 11:34, 30-21. Philippines has the lead. Here's Kim. Won't go in. Philippines, that is, has the rebound. Number number 12. Pass off to Pumaren. Ball stripped away by Korea, and a traveling call against Korea. So Pumaren had the ball stripped away, but the Philippines gets the ball back, and traveling call against Korea. 30-21. As we expected, a tight and exciting ball game. These two teams met in a preview of this game, and that Friday night action, Philippines pounded out a 103-878 victory. Pumaren passes it off to Caidic. Caidic will go for it. 3 points for Caidic on that shot. 33-21, 10:58.
That's Allan's 17th triple for the series.
That's a tremendous effort by Caidic. Pumaren, fast break, gets it up to number 12.
Glen Capacio.
Capacio. Korea has a rebound.
Should be 3. Can't leave them open like that. Leave him open, the same thing about Caidic. You leave him open, you can count it.
Both teams have excellent outside shooters, and that just makes for a terrific ball game. Pumaren controlling the ball for the Philippines. Tries to pass it out to Caidic, but stolen by the Koreans. Number 10, Kang, passes off to teammate underneath. Korea will set it up. And a referee call a foul against Pumaren. That's his first. 33-24.
This could be an opportunity for the Koreans to kind of close the gap a little bit. The Philippines made some substitution. I don't think they're strong when they have to go to the bench.
That's Eric Altamirano coming in. And Tanuan. Korea still has the ball, 33-24, 9:48. Big crowd here at the University of Guam Fieldhouse. Both sides have their supporters. Number 4, team captain Lim Dao Shik trims the score to 33-27. 9.5 left in the first quarter.
That's the 4th triple of the Korean team captain for this game.
Both teams after hot shooters. Turnover by the Philippines. Here comes the Philippines. Altamirano. Basket won't go in by number 4. Philippines turns that into a bucket. Won't be denied on that play. It's 35-27. 8:55. Here comes Korea. Boom. 35-30. Korea's 3-point shots from the outside, helping them tremendously. Allan Caidic. He returns the favor. But the basket, they will call that basket good. 37-30. And the referee, that was good for 3 points, wasn't it? Making it 38-30. Korea.
The Korean team, they just keep coming at you just like a machine. Good passes, good defense.
Underneath, rejected by the Philippines. A Altamirano puts up a layup, won't go in. He's got the ball again, under heavy pressure underneath.
3 seconds.
Caidic off the back of the rim. Korea's got the ball. And the referees signaling a foul against Caidic. Number 8, that'll be his second personal. Korea's put in 6 3-pointers. Philippines 3 3-pointers, all by Caidic. 38-30. Ball is in play. Korea has the ball. Working patiently. Lim to Lee. Nice drive down the middle by Kang. 6-point lead for the Philippines. 38-32. 7.5. Altamirano. 3 seconds
On
violation. On Alvin
Patrimonio.
Patrimonio being called for 3 seconds, and Korea will have a shot at the bucket. 7:20. Patiently setting up that offense. 15. Lee's shot won't go in, but Korea has the rebound. Number 10 tries for a 3-pointer. Philippine rebound. Altamirano. Double dribble. (38-32), 7:01. Tony Diaz here with Mac McLean and Virgilio Manuel. Korea content to wait for the open shot. Lee underneath, rejected. And the big center from the Philippines, Tanuan.
The Korean team, they keep coming at you. They move the ball. They move the ball around well. They move without the ball very well. And next thing you know, somebody's coming at you.
Going to the line for Korea, Lee Sang-min, standing 5'9". 38-32, 6:40 in the first half. First shot won't go in. Every shot counts for Korea. This one didn't. Philippines has the ball. Altamirano to Pumaren. No, Altamirano up for the shot. 40-32. Nice shot by Caidic. Altamirano with that fast break play. Kumdal stick. Back to number 10, Kang. Foul.
That's the second offensive foul called on the Korean team captain.
That's right. (40-32), 6:17. Very fine ball game. Philippines will have the ball. Bringing it down court. Altamirano and Patrimonio. Big center. Owen. 3 points for the Philippines. 42-32. Shot by Korea won't go in. Philippines has the ball. Kang three-pointer, 42-35, 5:22 left in the game. Here comes the Philippines. Altamirano to number 5, working down the middle. Edgar Tanuan, Philippines big 6'6" center, pops in a short jumper, 44-35. Here's Korea. Working the ball, always passing it, working it around, getting the best possible shot, drive down the middle, he'll go for it, pass to a teammate. And a foul, I believe, will be called against the Philippines. Big center, Tanuan. That's Lim. Rather, number 7, Lee Min Hyung going to the line. Or they will take the ball out. Out of bounds, 44-35, 4:51.
As a coach watching the Korea team play, it's really exciting. As all coaches tell the team about moving the ball, move without the ball, and they can come down a whole series and the ball never touches the floor.
Something's going on between Altamirano and number 15 of South Korea.
Sang-min. Lim rejected underneath, but it's still Korea's ball. 44-35, 4:41. The clock is stopped. Ball now in action, in play. Lee passes it off. Here comes Kang underneath. Pass to teammate. Baseline shot. Won't go. Philippines has the ball. That's Patrimonio. Grabbing a rebound and in the process being fouled. We'll see who the referee calls that against. Number 7. Lee Min Hyung. That's his first personal. Alvin Patrimonio and Frederick Altamirano. Foul is against Kim.
You call it a ticky-tack foul. There's been no harm, no foul.
Second personal. Tanuan will go to the line.
They are in penalty. Yeah, the Koreans are in penalty situation. It's a 1-and-1 for Tanuan.
Tanuan makes it count.
This is where the Philippine teams will eat you up at. As I mentioned earlier in our game, they shot 40-49 from the free throw line, and that's tough shooting.
The ball makes a little dance, but drops in. 46-35, 4:25 in the ball game. Here comes Korea. That's Lim, the team captain. Bring down the ball. 46-35. Lee back to Lim. Lim surveys the situation. Lee, shot won't go.
Another rebound by Alvin Patrimonio. He's the Philippines' top rebounder. In the Asian Games, he placed third only behind the Barakat brothers of Jordan, who stand 6'7", 6'8".
Quality basketball players from quality teams. The Philippines has been a perfect 7 from the free throw line. Korea has gone 0-2 so far in the half. Here comes Korea. Shot won't go in. Tip won't go in. Philippines has the rebound. A fight for a loose ball. And someone's going to be assessed a call. Number 5, Kim. Ronnie Magsanoc.
Korea is getting into trouble. Number 5, the center, has just committed his third foul.
perfect 8 from 8. Make it perfect 9 from 9. At the line, 48-35, 324. 334, that is. Foul will be against Jojo Lastimosa. Make that number 5, Ronnie Magsanoc. That's his first foul of the night for Magsanoc. Will bring Kangusu at the line. 48-35, Philippines controls this ball game so far. 3:26. Kangdu puts in a shot, makes it 48-36. 48-37 with that free throw. Supercharged basketball at the Fieldhouse. KGTF proud to be a part of this.
The Korean team is so patient, you know, they don't rush a shot. They wait till everybody get in place, and then they take a good shot.
Lim, fadeaway shot, baseline.
He's deadly. He's deadly.
48-39. 2.5 minute mark. Magsanoc pops it in. 50-39. Korean shot won't go. That's Kim putting it up. Second shot won't go, but Korea has the ball. Lim from the outside, three-pointer. So 3 misses in a row for the Koreans. Here comes the Philippines. Number 11, Altamirano. Won't go. Korea has the ball, but look like Eric Altamirano will draw the foul. Timeout as the Koreans' number 10, Kangdu Soo, is helped up. Might be cramps. Head coach Park Han looking on concerned. Korea has the ball, down 50-39, 1:58. A timeout at 1:58. Philippines has the ball, 50-39. Look at both teams. Korea, no stranger to Guam basketball fans. This is their third appearance in Guam basketball tournaments. They've made this their second appearance in the Friendship Basketball Tournament. They've come here another time before to participate in the Asian Pacific Basketball Tournament, which is usually held at this time right here on Guam. That was a quick look at Korea's enthusiastic fans. Both sides have drawn out their supporters. And that makes for a gymnasium or a field house full of noise. 50-39, 1:58. At the line, Kim, 9-point lead. 10-point lead for the Philippines, 50-40, as Kim sinks the foul shot. He'll have his second attempt. Off the rim, Philippines got it, number 13. basket underneath. So will still be Philippines ball. 143, 50-40. Altamirano. Benjie Paras.
Good call. The Filipino guy touched the rim as the ball was in the bucket. It's offensive goaltending. I thought the officials had missed it.
Offensive goal tending. Score will stand 50-40, 126. Korea has the ball. Lim, driving attempt, stripped away. Who got that strip, Cornelio?
What your part?
You didn't see who got that strip, did you?
Which one?
Big center, Tanuan. Turnaround jumper, 52-40, 101 left in the game. In the first half, that is. Still plenty of action left to go in this game. Right now, 53 seconds in the half. Outside shot won't go in by Kim. Here comes Altamirano. Beautiful layup shot by Ronnie Magsanoc. So
Speed will do for you. Just blew right by him.
54-40, 32 seconds. Korea underneath. That's Kim. Almost lost the ball, but Lindalshik has it. Back to Lee. Lee, three-pointer.
So
Lee
fast.
Sang-min.
So fascinating about the career team. They go to a drive and they just seem like to know where the guys are. They just pass it back like a blind pass and they know somebody going to be there.
Precision machines. 54-43. 3 seconds left in the half. Philippines will get one shot. Here it is. And it's good. Ronnie Magsanoc makes good on that shot at the buzzer. And it's always nice to go into halftime like that.
Guys, so halftime score is 56-43. Lamang po tayo. And if you can see in this game, we have a great start talaga. We put pressure sa Korea. Yung pressing defense natin, ito po yung nag-dictate ng tempo ng game, kaya po nagkaroon tayo ng cushion na lumamang tayo ng double digit. Makikita niyo naman, very fluid ang offense ng Korea. If you can see, I think mga 8 3 points ang na-shoot nila ng first half compared to us na 3 lang. But because of our pressing defense, medyo naka-gain tayo ng advantage doon. Kaya mas maganda-gandang umpisa to para dito sa game na to. So, panoorin po natin sabay-sabay uli ang second half.
Korea gets the tip.
No, I got this.
Lim. Driving in for a shot. He'll make it. 56-45. It was 56-43 halftime of this game. Friday night, Philippines was up 50-42 and end up winning that game 103-78.
But there's going to be a big difference tonight.
That's what a lot of people feel.
Yeah, number 4 is playing. Team captain is playing in the second half. He didn't play in the second half last night.
Number 4.
Lim has a shot. 56-48, 1902.
Foul number 10.
Kang Do-soo. That'll be his first personal foul. Allan Caidic back in the ball game. Nice jump shot by Jojo Lastimosa. In for the Philippines in this half, Lastimosa, Caidic.
We're back to the same starting lineup.
Same starting lineup, that's Pumaren also. Lastimosa, good follow through.
Excellent pass. Excellent break.
Heads up playing by Jojo Lastimosa.
Again, they score off the break.
60-48. Korea planning to give Philippines a run for its money tonight. Ball bounces off the legs of Lee Min Young. Korea has the ball. Make that a Philippines. Pumaren underneath. Won't go. And there's a foul on Kim. That's Kim Yoon Sok. Excuse me. Fourth foul on Kim. And that will send Pumaren to the line. First half, Caidic led the Filipinos with 15 points. Ronnie Magsanoc at 10. Pumaren 13, Lastimosa 4, Codinera 4, Tanuan 8. As Pumaren pops one in. Lim 16 points for Korea in the first half. Kim 7, Kang 15, Lee 1, 2, Lee Sang-min 3. 62-48 ball game. Philippines. Here comes Lim. Pass down court to Lee.
That was a little too far out of his range.
Korea setting it up.
It should be 3.
He called it, Mac.
So he moved in a couple of feet, and a couple of feet out there makes a difference.
What a great shot by Lastimosa. Philippines starting 5 back in and trying to stretch that lead. It's 64-51. Korea working the ball. Top of the key, three-pointer. Won't go. Here's a three-point attempt. Sweet 3. That was Lee Sang-min shooting for 3. Caidic's three-point attempt. No good. Korea gets the ball.
I think that three-point shot really put a lot of excitement in the basketball game, because you're never really out the ball game with that three-point shot.
That's right. Both
Good strip. Good strip by Lim. And he came right back to solo.
Good steal by Pumaren. Fakes to the right. Fakes a pass to his teammate. Misses, but the rebound. Alvin Patrimonio grabs his teammate's miss shot attempt and puts it in.
It's a technical foul.
66-54.
Technical foul on number 6, and his enthusiasm of making that bucket, he kind of swung his arm and he caught the ball and bounced it back off the backboard. So it's a technical foul.
It's Lastimosa. And that will bring to the line for Korea. That looks like number 10.
Number
Kang.
Number 4.
Make that Lim the team captain. Lim pops that in. He led Korea's effort with 16 points in the first half. They're missing that free throw. Philippines has the ball. Pumaren.
Right now, Lim Dalshik has 9 points for this period.
See, Korea went from the man-to-man to a zone.
Nice shot by Lastimosa. Kang has the ball.
I'll take it.
Off to the right, but Korea has a rebound. And the foul will be called on Alvin Patrimonio, number 4 of the Philippines. I believe the scoreboard indicates that's his second personal. Number 7 for Korea, Lee Min-hyung, has a date with the foul line, 66-55. Pops the first one in, 66-56, 15-35. 10-point lead for the Filipinos.
That's will be a very costly foul there by Lim.
Indeed. Makes it 3 fouls for Lim, the hot shooting team captain of Korea. Kind of a precarious situation for the rest of the night. 15-31. Here comes Pumaren. Top of the key. Looks to the left. A fake a shot. He'll pass it underneath to Edgar Tanuan.
Oh, that's Jerry.
Sorry, that is Jerry Codinera. Nice shot underneath. Kangdu, 3-point play. 68-60.
The Korea team is back in the zone. Last night when they went into the zone, the Filipino team really exploited it from the outside.
Pumaren underneath to Patrimonio. Turns it into 2 points, 70-60, 14 minutes and 38 seconds in the ball game. Plenty of time, plenty of hot action at the field house. Korea working the ball.
Beautiful rejection.
Kang. Lastimosa. Caidic. It won't go in. Korea has the ball. Codinera shot wouldn't go in. Lim gets the ball back for Korea, and a pushing.
That's another costly foul.
Calls in Allan Caidic.
Caidic draws the foul. That's
His second
one. So Caidic has 2, and Korea's Lim has 3. At 14:06 of the second half, 10-point lead for the Filipinos, 70-60. Kang inbounds. Kang has the ball, driving down the right side, passes it back to Lee. Baseline shot won't go. Tanuan gets that's Codinera.
Pass.
Pumaren. 2-on-3. Pumaren will pass it out to teammate. It's foul. Glen Capacio fouled underneath.
This is a battle of polars, Tony. The Filipinos are running, and the Koreans are taking their shots from outside. So far, they have made 4 triples for the second half alone.
And every time one of those 3-pointers swishes the net, the crowd just roars its approval, whether it be Korea or the Philippines. That's what we're here for tonight. That kind of high caliber basketball.
Yeah, three-point shot is it's a beautiful shot to see. Yeah.
Pumaren, baseline drive.
A turnover by Dindo. I was forced into the baseline.
That's why the NCAA this year is going to the three-point shot.
It should be interesting. Making already terrific game more exciting. Traveling call against Korea. Pumaren to Caidic. Caidic down the middle to Capacio. Nice pass from Caidic. Turns it into a bucket underneath. 72-60. 12-point lead for Philippines against Korea. Basketball championship of the Friendship Tournament. Big crowd. Big crowd of about 5,000 at Manila's Fieldhouse. Here's Korea. Won't go. Big rebound by Patrimonio for the Philippines. Pumaren to Capacio. He's in. Capacio's second straight bucket makes it 74-60. 12-31.
Number 9 is really hurting the Korean team. No, he's taking the last 3 or 4 shots and haven't hit anything yet. He's really hurting them right now.
Lim.
Capacio was sent in to check the Korean team captain. And the Philippines has got a bonus with his back-to-back baskets. He was sent in for defense and he scores.
Right. Foul on big 6'6" center Edgar Tanuan, number 15 for the Philippines. That will be his first. Korea will take the ball out. It's number 10, Kang. Kim coming in for number 10 for Korea. Korea basket won't go in. Capacio has the rebound. Caidic from the outside. He's been quiet lately, but he's starting to make some noise. 77-60. Caidic.
The game is getting to be quite physical, especially between the Korean team captain, that's Linda Isuk, and Glen Capacio.
77-60.
That's that patience and discipline by the Korean team.
Two straight shots at the bucket won't go. Caidic just couldn't find a handle on that pass from his teammate Tanuan. Korea gets back the ball, trying to fight off a Philippine attack that has swelled its lead to 17 points. 77-60 midway through the final half. Here's Lim drive, and defensively Glen Capacio tried to slap the ball away on the backside. He'll draw his foul. That'll be the second one for Capacio in the game. A 6-foot forward guard for this very talented Philippine team. Kang Du-soo, 3 points, 63-77. You can sure bet that Korea will be looking at those 3-point shots. Caidic just misses on a 3-pointer.
sometimes I think the Koreans should go ahead and take the 2 points that they have there rather than try to go for the 3. Because once they go inside, they get nothing, and the Philippines are just so tough inside.
Allan Patrimonio defending on that play against number 9 of Korea. Make that number 4 Lim. He'll draw a foul, and timeout is called. 10 break in the game. 9:48 left to go. 79-65. Here's Korea working the ball to the left side.
Good
Ball
defense.
stripped away. Capacio stripping the ball away from Lim. That's Caidic with the leather right now. Pass to Edgar Tanuan. Won't go. Foul being called against Korea's Lee Sang-min. That's his 3rd foul for the night. Ronnie Magsanoc. Ball stripped away from Capacio. Lee. Lim fighting for the ball. Korea has it, and they'll set up for this shot. Lim wants it. Give it to a teammate. And he'll take it. Not greedy at all. Lim saw his teammate Lee Sang-min open. And Sang-min said, yeah, I'll take it. 3 points, 79-68. So Philippines was up 17 points. It's trimmed it down to 11.
This is the point that the Philippines start getting tired. You notice a couple of guys are a sure sign that you're tired. They bend over and grab the bottom of the basketball trunks. And basketball games, when you see a player do that, that's the first sign that he's getting a little tired.
There you go, Capacio to Pumaren. Pumaren back in the ball game. Caidic now gone. 3-point shot won't go. That was Magsanoc. Korea has the ball. That's Lee. He's going for that layup. Passes it off to his teammate. Lim.
Boom. Should be 3.
There, Lim's got his 3-pointer for the second half. And it's an 8-point lead. 8:40. The game is heating up. Korea's making a fine run for that lead. 79-71. Philippines wants to put a stop to this. Big center underneath is fouled. Tanuan fouled by number 9. Benjie Paras, Pumaren, Capacio. Ball against Korea, and Kim. A big foul.
That's tough for Korea. The main center goes out of the game.
That's a
For
big.
good.
That's a
That's
big
a tough break.
center at 6'2". That will diminish some of Korea's firepower, but there's still plenty of ball game left. 79-71, 8:22. Philippines has the ball from a 17-point lead early in this half to a 79-71 score. 8:22. Kim fouled out and finished with 17 points all in the first half. Big basket. 72-81. Edgar Tanuan. Lee with the ball. Guarded by Pumaren. Baseline drive, fakes and puts it in. Nice shot by number 7, Lee Min Young. As Korea stays in close contact with Philippines. Underneath, working on a shot. Will go.
That's an offensive foul. A charging foul called in Jerry Codinera.
So Codinera called for that foul. Gives Korea the ball. 82-73, 7:48. Here comes Lee. Lim's working to the ball. Will be a foul against
Dindo Pumaren.
Dindo. That will be his 4th foul of the night. And Philippines 5'9" guard.
The foul situation is going to get very interesting. Several key players have 3 or 4 fouls on them. Dindo foul out at, I think it makes a big difference in the Philippine team.
Lim puts that in. This is where they have to keep up that intensity of play, but manage to stay in the ball game at the same time. Lim, a pair of free throws, 82-75.
No, it's just a 7-point lead from 7 points.
7-point lead. Underneath, it's a bucket by Benjie Paras.
The referee has nullified the basket. It says a foul occurred before the shot.
So the Philippines was up 56-43 at the half. It's now 82-75. Entering the stretch, 7:31. Paras at the free throw line.
Benjie Paras at 18 is the team's baby. He's the only one in this team that did not play in the Asian Games in Seoul. He's in first-year college.
And at 6'5", you call him baby, I won't. Paras misses the second shot. Korea has the rebound. Philippines have 6'5" babies. I hate to see their grown-ups. Don't send them to these tournaments.
Now it's going to really get interesting. That's the 4th
good rebound
foul
by
on,
that baby.
It's the 4th foul on Kim. So with 7:15 to go, it's going to be very interesting for him. As aggressive as he plays to keep him well. They say it's his 3rd foul. I thought he already had 3.
Benjie Paras has gone straight from high school into the commercial leagues and international tournaments.
Here he is, his 3rd attempt at the line. He'll get one more. So young Paras makes it 84-75, a chance to make it 85-75, a 10-point lead at 7:15. Will go in. Philippines fighting for that rebound. Paras tries it. No, but Lim has the ball. Passing it out to Park, to Lee.
It was Kim's 4th foul, so it's going to be tough for him to play the last 7 minutes without getting that 5th foul, especially with the intensity that he plays with.
We certainly can't afford to lose him. Underneath, beautiful shot. Glen Capacio underneath. 86-77. Korea making a run at the score, but Philippines just would not relent. Lee to Kang to Lee. Working the ball patiently. Shots good. Lee Min Young. 2-point 2-point basket, 86-79, 6-12. This is when it gets interesting.
You know, just saw the shot of the Korean coach's face. Is getting a little concerned now. It's getting down to what we call crunch time, that last 6 minutes of the ball game.
Whoa, Paras passed to his teammate underneath too hard, and Lim turns it into a fast break layup. 86-81. Korea marches to within 5 points, 5:42.
Most of the game, the Korean coach was sitting on the bench, but these last 7 minutes, he's up directing, you know, encouraging his team on.
Steal by 15, Lee. Easy layup. So Korea makes a terrific stab at the scoreboard. It's now 86-83. There you go, 86-83. They must have heard us down there, the official scorekeeper. 5:26. Many people expected this rematch between Korea and Philippines to be a much tighter affair, and with 5:26 left in the game, that's exactly what it is. Tight as can be, 3 points. 86-83. Philippines had topped Korea 103-78. This is the fight for number 1. We already know who number 3 is. Anderson Air Force Base Bombers topping GUAM in a consolation match. 77-67 to go home with a 3rd place trophy. Number 1 and number 2 at stake right now. 5:24. We'll know in about 10-15 minutes. 86-83. Here comes Caidic. Won't fall in. That one teased the crowd a little bit before bopping out. 86-83. Here comes Korea. Lee. Short. Way short. Korea strips the ball away from Patrimonio, and it will be the Philippines ball nonetheless. 4:56.
It's a foul on number 4 for the Philippines.
Rather, it'll be Korea sending a player to the foul line, Lee Min-hyung. 4:56. Things are very interesting. 86-83. Number 4, Patrimonio, drawing his 4th foul. Lee. Swish. 86-84.
You can see that intensity and concentration on the Korean shooter's face there at the free throw line.
This could be a 1-point lead. It is 86-85, 4:56. Pumaren. Capacio.
Look at number 9. He's fired up. Look at him. Look, he's jumping all over the floor.
Pumaren sees the opening. He'll put it up. Won't go in. Korea has the ball. Kang-Gun Soo. And heavy action underneath. 86-85, 4:39. And the referee is calling.
The ball rolled off Lim's leg when he was stripped of the ball. Said roll off his leg. Tough call for the Koreans.
Patrimonio to Pumaren. Backcourt, setting it up. Caidic back to Pumaren. Driving down the middle. Almost had it tipped away. Here's Caidic. Fakes, goes up, 3-pointer. Won't go. He is fouled. Oh, bodies flying out there. That's Caidic on the ground and Lim. And Caidic getting up from the ground. It's getting up. He seems to have hurt his neck. Very efficient floor wiper out there. Certainly spirited.
Filipino team has lost a little of their composure. They're not being as patient. They're forcing the shots.
What do you think that the floor wiper might get MVP for the tournament?
If not MVP, he should get the sportsmanship because he's, he's firing the crowd up a little bit.
It's great. It's great. As if the crowd needed to be fired up. That's the way it's done. Number 12, Glen Capacio. He doesn't want to take any chances on any slick spot on that floor. This is big time. This is big time stakes we're talking about. Caidic, 86-85, 427. Little breathing room, 87-85. Breathing room, he wants more. He wants more air. He wants to make it 88-85, 427. He does, 88-85, 426. Here comes Korea. Kang. Lee. Lim. And Whistle. In that order. Rosenau, official Rosenau. Playing a pitching foul on Codinera, or is that Codinera or number 12?
Number 12.
Yeah, Capacio, his third. 88-85, 414 at the line. Lee Min Hyung.
No problem. The crowd noise is not going to rattle those Koreans. They're steady as a rock.
88-86, 414. Lee Min Hyung. Off the back. Capacio has the rebound. Here comes the Philippines. Pumaren, backcourt to Capacio. Capacio to the left. Caidic. Three-pointer. Big three-pointer. Takes it 91-86. 3:57. Don't be leaving that living room now. This is a ball game. Kang. Lee. Loose ball. Pumaren, fast break layup. He gets it. He just eased that up into the back bucket. 93-86, 329. The Filipino crowd went crazy over that.
He'll be my vote for most valuable player. He really makes the Filipino team go.
Big rebound. Defensive rebound by Alvin Patrimonio. Philippines with the ball, 93-86, 3:05. Coming down to the waning moments. Filipinos will control the ball now. They've got the lead. Pumaren, baseline drive, back to his teammate. Patrimonio grabs those balls. 95-86 ball games, Philippines 245. Suddenly the Philippines got itself two big buckets.
I think that's the ball game now. That
was a very lucky break.
Korea has to regain its composure and not throw away the balls these late moments.
There he is.
Speaking of throwing away, number 10, Pumaren.
It should
95-86,
be an
fast break
intentional
shot.
foul.
That will go for an intentional. That
Should be an
means
intentional foul.
Dindo Pumaren will be given 2 shots and the Philippines will retain ball possession.
Should be a 2-shot foul, and as my colleague just said, the Philippines should retain possession.
If they don't call that intentional, the referees were in another building at that moment because that was pretty apparent.
He grabbed his shorts and was holding on to him.
95-86, listen to that boom of the crowd. The 103-78 victory the Filipinos enjoyed. Pumaren, 97-86. Sweet is becoming sweeter for the Filipinos.
Tony, you've seen Dindo play, but would you believe that Coach Lipa came under fire when he took him into the team?
Pumaren, one of many key players on this very talented Filipino basketball team, which right now is just a couple of minutes away from tasting championship glory. Caidic missing that shot. The game is very close to being over. 158, 96-86, 10-point ball game. And I believe the Filipino fans can just about taste that #1 glory.
Tremendous ball player, tremendous ball player.
Foul on Lee Sang-min on Dindo Pumaren.
I know Caidic has done a lot of scoring, but that young man right there is the one that makes the Filipino team go.
'86, 145. Third annual Friendship Basketball Tournament. What a great one, sponsored by the University of GUAM Athletic Department.
This is going to be a wonderful present from the team for Coach Lipa. Do you know that it's Joe's birthday today?
It's got to have to be a sweet celebration. There it is, 1:43 left, 96-86. Korea has the ball, but they do not have the handle on the lead. Patrimonio just fouled out for the Philippines. Patrimonio leaves the game with 6 points. Here's Korea. Kang Do-soo makes it 96-89 with that three-pointer, but at 1:25, this game is becoming closer to history. Here's Pumaren controlling the ball.
Korea's not going to give up, but it's tough to come back against that Filipino team with a 10-point lead.
Caidic. No basket. Caidic's shovel bucket attempt won't go. Just a matter of time now. 96-89, 107. Theoretically still within reach, a couple of big three-pointers, but the Filipinos aren't the kind of players to allow that. Here's Korea, nice outside shot. 92-96, 47 seconds left to go. This is a hot one. The Filipinos have it. Pumaren with the ball, 42 seconds. 96-92. Here's Pumaren, guarded heavily. Pumaren to Caidic. Caidic, heavy pressure, 31 seconds. He is fouled by Kang Do-soo, stopping the clock, 28 seconds. Seconds. 4-point Philippine lead. Already some fans beginning to leave the building, but some, very few. The mass majority still glued to their seats. 28 seconds. 96-92. They want to see this to the end. Allan Caidic, a good bet for MVP honors at the end of the tournament at the line. 87-92. High five encouragement from teammate Pumaren. And Caidic swishes it in. Here's Korea, 26 seconds. Lim to Lee to Kang. Shot blocked by Pumaren. He's playing an outstanding game. 16 seconds left to go. Caidic will hold on to the ball.
He's a coach's dream as a point
Pumaren
guard.
to Magsanoc. 8 seconds. 7, 6. Here's Pumaren underneath. 4 seconds. A shot by Capacio. 1 second left to go in the ball game. 98-92. And 1 second left to go, but call this the championship for the Philippine team. 98-92.
Well, I have predicted that the Philippines would win about 10 points, so I almost got it exactly right.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This has been a KGTF Sports broadcast. I'm Tony Diaz, happy to be here with Mac McLean of the Anderson Bombers and Virgilio Manuel. $99.92. Sweet topping to the cake. Pumaren playing an excellent ball game. 100. That 100 mark just sounds so much sweeter. And the Philippines will have the ball. Caidic's shot won't go, but that's the end of the ball game, and the championship belongs to the Philippines.
So guys, nag-champion po tayo rito, and sana po nagustuhan niyo yung video. And a little trivia lang, this is the first championship po ng Philippines dito sa GUAM tournament. And tuwan-tuwa po kami lahat na napasaya namin yung mga Pilipino na nandun, yung sumuporta sa amin. Kung titignan nyo po dito sa game na to, talagang from first half hanggang sa matapos, nakita nyo yung teamwork namin. Nagtulong-tulong kami para makuha itong championship na to. Yung steadiness sa rebounding ni Alvin Patrimonio, yung smartness ni Dindo Pumaren, tsaka yung kanyang aggressiveness, at saka si Glen Capacio, especially in the second half, yung toughness niya, siya po yung nagdala sa amin, na-sustain namin yung lamang kasi po, humabol yung Korea towards the end. And luckily, nagkaroon po tayo ng konting cushion doon sa huli para maipanalo natin to. Kaya sana nag-enjoy kayo, and I hope you keep on supporting this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, at saka po abangan nyo yung mga susunod ko pang mga videos. Maraming salamat, and see you sa next one.